Hello, my name is Daylon. I'm in the 3rd grade. I'll be reading one of my favorite books, the Gum Chewing Rattler. I hope you will like it too. When I was a kid growing up in Arizona, I used to love to chew bubblegum. I always had a big juicy wad of bubblegum in my mouth. I'm not talking about one piece of bubblegum. I would put 2 or 3 pieces of bubblegum in my mouth at once. I might even put 6 or 7 pieces of bubblegum in my mouth at the same time. I would be chomping away on bubblegum all the time. Even when I was in school, my teacher would see the wad in my mouth and snap, get rid of that gum. I had to take the gum out of my mouth and wrap it in some paper and throw it in the wastebasket. I didn't really care. I always kept another package of bubblegum right in my shirt pocket. My mom was the one who would really get mad at me though, because I would forget to take the gum out of my shirt pocket. I'd throw my shirt in the wash with all the other dirty clothes. Now I grew up a very long time ago, and my mom had one of those old-fashioned wringer washing machines. Her washing machine didn't spin. She had to put each piece of clothing through the wringer, and the rollers would squeeze the water out. She would put my shirt through the wringer, and the rollers would squish the bubblegum right into the cloth and make a big gunky stain all around the pocket. My mom would say, "Look at this, you've ruined another shirt." But then one day something happened that changed her mind, and she never got mad at me again for carrying gum in my shirt pocket. That day I was walking around out in the desert, kind of daydreaming, chomping on my bubblegum, and not paying attention to where I was going. And I stepped right on a rattlesnake's tail. The snake couldn't rattle and warn me because I was standing on his tail, so he didn't even worry about warning me. He just came striking up through the air, aiming his fangs right at my heart. The rattlesnake hit me, bam, right on my shirt pocket. That's where I was carrying my spare bubblegum, and the rattlesnake's fangs got stuck in the bubblegum. There I stood with my foot on the rattlesnake's tail, and with his fangs stuck in my shirt pocket. He was thrashing around and whipping up against me. I was so scared I couldn't even move. I just froze there, staring into his beady little eyes. Those eyes were just looking hate back at me. The snake started working his jaws all around, trying to get his fangs out of the gum so that he could get back at me and really bite me good. But of course, as the snake was working his jaws around, trying to get his fangs out of the bubblegum, the gum kept getting softer and softer. The next thing I knew, there was a little pink bubble coming up out of the rattlesnake's mouth. It got bigger and bigger until it was twice, maybe 3 times the size of a basketball. I got up all my courage. I brought my hand up slowly and pop! I broke the bubble. The snake went flying back and his head hit on a rock and it knocked him out cold. But that did take all my courage. I fainted. I fell out in the other direction. I didn't come home for lunch, and my mom came looking for me. She found me lying there on the ground, and lying in the other direction was the rattlesnake with bubblegum all over his face. My mom asked me what happened, and I told her the same story I just told you. You know what? She didn't believe it. Did you?